so you don't have to go to school and learn all these languages, get your Rosetta Stone, and learn all the languages. Somehow they naturally hear you in their own language. His body that is endowed with the best of all aspects and is perceived by sentient beings in accordance with their dispositions and their respective mental states has the characteristics of an emanation body, a Nirmanakaya. You know that, you see, that's an amazing thing. If you become a Buddha, just imagine yourself becoming a Buddha. You're in this, you suddenly feel you are one with everything in all of its details. Not just one where everything in you disappears. That's a stage going toward it. But this is a non-dual thing where everything has disappeared and yet it's there like an illusion. So it's like you're seeing the screen in a movie theater and the Avatar movie, if you're smart, on the screen. And you're seeing them both at the same time, the empty screen and the movie at the same time, but you're realizing that it's a play of light on a screen. And so that's how you feel. And then, but then, it's not just like seeing something, because you're seeing from every side. Because you are all the other beings that you're seeing too. You're not just only yourself looking out of your face. You see, you are everything. And then, you're also aware of everything that every being is thinking, and how they feel. And then you realize that when, at the deep level, you're fine with that because their selves are feeling the clear light of the void of the bliss. Because they are made of it. But then you know they have this little frown on their forehead. There's little like scrunchy little wrinkles here. And in their mind they're like, I don't have enough. And I don't know who did it. What is it for me? What do I do? Like that. And you feel that in them as they feel it. So then what do? You can't rush them and say, hey man, you're full of bliss. They would call the State Department security and shoot you. You know, you can't rush up and hug a paranoid. They think you're like trying to do something to them. So you have to like do a dance for them. This is the Nirmanakaya. But luckily, since you're one with all this infinite energy, in addition there's all this unreal illusory play of beings who are trying to separate themselves from it because of their confusion. You can manifest out of the infinite energy whatever it is that does whatever they need. If they need a parrot to say, selflessness, 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 then you can be that. If they need a mirror to look at, you can be that. If they need a new continent or a planet. If Obi-Wan was a Nirmanakaya, when he felt the Force shudder because the Death Star destroyed the planet, Obi-Wan would have become another planet right away for the beings to be born on. He wouldn't just sit there shuddering and telling Luke. He would become the planet. Because you have that ability when you are infinite as a Buddha. Supposedly. I hope. So I'm just saying that Nirmana is a beautiful. It's like, and you just, remember the Matrix? Once he realized he was the one, that is to say, he was the whole program, as well as an individual manifestation, he could be many beings at once, remember? He could dissolve also into any other being, right? He wasted the agent that way, but he also taught the agent that trick too. That was bad news. And the agent multiplies, really. And those of you who haven't seen the Matrix, you haven't done your homework. His body that displays its miracles through the utterances of all sentient beings in accordance with the dispositions of sentient beings is characterized as an enjoyment body, or I like the word beatific body, but Sambhogakāya. Sambhoga means, it's a great word. Sambhoga. It means total enjoyment. Like really, the kind of thing that you really have a great about. Sambhoga. Actually, our eldest son called his bottle boga. Boga. He called it his boga. I don't know why. And when he would finish drinking his bottle and certain he would throw it on the floor and he'd go, boga! Sambhoga is like total boga. That's the soul body. When you're Buddha, that's the one that enables you to be everything everywhere because you are this subtle light energy, these five Dhyani Buddha, these five energies of rainbow colors in everything, yourself. And you don't share that with other Buddhas. You individually enjoy that, which is inconceivable, of course. But in infinity, you can have infinite infinity. It's not just one infinity. Numbers like that don't measure in infinity. His body that is neither impermanent nor permanent, neither single nor characterized as many, neither an existing thing nor a non-existing thing, is the Dharma body, that's the truth body, which is without basis. So it's inconceivable, neither impermanent nor permanent, neither single nor many, neither existing or non-existing. That's the truth body. It's because you can't say of reality everything that it either exists or doesn't exist. It's just beyond expression. His body that is indivisible from emptiness and compassion, free from attachment and non-attachment, neither wisdom nor method, is the additional natural body, Sambhogakāya, that is the intrinsic reality body. That's the deeper reality body, we could say. Having paid homage, this is the Pundarika speaking, the incarnation of Avalokiteshvara of 1,000, like 1,400 years ago or something. According to us. According to others, maybe 800 years. Having paid homage with my entire being to this peaceful one called Kalachakra, who is these four bodies. I, Pundarika, an emanation body, the lotus holder, the Lord of the world, Lokeshvara. Avalokiteshvara's name, one of his names is Lokeshvara. But his most important name is Lokeshvara, which means, Avalokita Ishvara. And Ishvara means God, actually, in Sanskrit. Maheshvara, for those who are monotheists in India, they believe it's the name of Shiva and so on. So, but Avalokita Ishvara means the God who looks with love toward all beings. That's why he has 1,000 eyes and those hands, And that's the Dalai Lama's incarnation. That Karmapa's incarnation. They don't just emanate one time, one person. They're all over the place. But we can't recognize them, right? Because we're too paranoid. And therefore, when we get a really special one, like one of those lamas, then we're really happy. The Lotus Holder, the Lord of the world, have written a commentary on the chapter on sadhana as commanded by Manjushri. And then the first verse of the Root Tantra itself, just as a good omen. And this is Suchandra, the king of Shambhala, who flies down in a spaceship to South India in Shakyamuni Buddha's time, and with all of his kingdom in their different spaceships. And I'm riding on a flying camel. It's really cool. And they land in Andhra Pradesh, in Amaravati. And they ask the Buddha to teach them Kalachakra, which he does. And in this chapter, he begins by saying, O progenitor of Jinnas. Jinna means victorious one. I have received the 7 lower initiations. That's what the childlike initiations we get in gold tomorrow. And the 4 higher initiations, which we will have to get in the future. The Vaz and secret initiations, and the wisdom and the gnosis initiations, which eliminate the fear of cyclic existence, the samsara, and are attainable by means of yoga. I sincerely ask again for the Divine Lord's complete sadhana practice or performance associated with the best of Jinnas, that is, the best of victorious Buddhas. Having heard Suchandra's words, the Lord of Jinnas taught the sadhana of the Vajra Yogi, the diamond yogi, or yogini. So that's it. So that's what I'm into. Okay, thank you very much. Because you're not supposed to talk after Dalai Lama talks in Tibetan culture. And nothing I say is nothing but a tiny little footnote to what he has given you. And that is the real stuff that you have got. And I'm not saying nothing more than whatever he's saying. And he's been my guru really for almost 50 years now. Although when he was younger, I didn't really recognize. He was just like my buddy, my classmate. And I didn't take him seriously enough as I should have. And I do know now. It's really something. And what we really do, instead of bothering